Hi guys. Okay, I'm Amy from Rock Your Day Job, and this is the basic video that you're going to need for everything that we do together. I don't care what kind of coaching you're doing with me. Even if you're coaching with me for the overturned jar, which is my mindfulness coaching area, this is what we use. So I trained with a life coach school, and life coach school trainees and people who certified with the life coach school, we're not accountability partners. A lot of life coaches are accountability partners. We can absolutely do that. I can absolutely help you set a goal, absolutely give you some tactics to get towards it, and then do some accountability work with you. If you're in my Reboot Your Day Job, you're welcome to send me 3 emails a week. I can give you feedback. We can work that way. And that right there is the majority of life coaching. That is what most life coaches do. What we do at the life coach school and people who are certified through the life coach school is a little different. We're also not motivational speakers, although some of the podcasts that come out of that school are really, really motivating. And for sure, I can help you get motivated. I know how to build motivation. And hopefully you leave our sessions excited and engaged. Not all the time, but you will, and we can do that too. If that's what you're looking for, a cheerleader and a motivator, let me know. We can do that. But that is not the deal here. The main thrust of what I coach and what I teach has to do with getting to the root cause of your problem. And this is why we can make such fast progress. And I'll give you a very quick example, and then I'm going to move on to this. Quite frankly, when I was growing up as a young girl, my dad was my best friend. I could tell him anything. And that relationship meant so much to me. It was like the most important relationship. And I was always so happy and thankful and grateful that I had a father I could say anything to, that he was able to be objective, and that he always, just loved me no matter what I did. And it was such you can see it's a precious gift. Well, as an adult, that changed. And I started to feel a little angry at my father, and I wanted him to change some of the things about who he was. And that led to a disruption in our relationship. And I wasted about 20 years or 15, 20 years in that frame of reference. And I coached with a wonderful coach on that topic. And I thought we were going to come to blows. She would not let me off the hook. She forced me to deal with that issue. And she forced me using this tool. 45 minutes, and it was over for me. I'm back to, I love my dad. He's the best guy in the world, and I'm so grateful for him. I could tell him anything. And all those other issues are gone. That fast, 45 minutes. Other things like weight loss have taken me longer. Probably taken me about 3 years to work through that. So some are fast, some are slow, but because we're looking at the root cause, rapid change can happen, which is amazing. All right, so you need to understand this concept, which is something I call the model. Okay. What we do is we represent a thought or a pattern with this, CTFAR. C is circumstances. I'm going to come back to that, but right now, let's look down here. R is for results. That's what we all want, especially if you're here on Reboot Your Day Job. If you're here about work, we want results. But really in all areas of our life, we want results. And I think everybody pretty much agrees that our actions create our results, right? Depending on what action you're taking, you're going to get different results. I eat cake, I get one result. I eat kale, I get another result. You yell at your boss, you get one result. You just do your work, you get another result, right? So actions create results. This is where it gets tricky. This line here, this is the one most of us at work are missing. This is feelings. Your feelings drive your actions. Now, you're not going to buy that right out of the gate here, but we'll work on that. Circumstances are the situations you find yourself in. These are facts. And this line here is for thoughts. Okay. Here we go. Circumstances are facts that everybody agrees about. You could take it into a court of law. Everybody would agree. Whatever you write here in the circumstance line is a fact. Thoughts are what we have about our circumstance. What we think is that our circumstance creates our feelings. I'll give you a quick story. My grandmother passed away. My grandmother passed away. Now, if my grandmother passing away, so Edna Gilchrist died, that's a fact. Edna Gilchrist died. Everybody can agree. Nobody is going to see something different than that. She'd be dead. Edna Gilchrist died, and what we say when we're speaking to each other and what we believe is that that situation, woman dying, causes us to feel sad. It's not true. It's my thoughts about Edna Gilchrist dying that make me feel sad. How do I know this? Because on the day that she died, there were 4 people in that room. One of them was me, and I was angry. And another one was my father, and I've never seen him cry that hard. That was the hardest I ever saw my father cry. And he was really, like, sad is not the word. I wouldn't say devastated. But he had just lost something really, really important to him. And he was inconsolable, right? My mother, she had been divorced from my father for a while. And she said, Edna Gilchrist was a very nice woman who always treated me well, and I'm so sorry she's gone. My mom was a little sad. I was angry. My mom was sad. My father was inconsolable. I don't even know what my brother was feeling. I can't tell, right? The reason is all of us have different thoughts about the circumstance that Edna Gilchrist died. It is your thoughts that cause your feelings. Why do we care about that? Because your feelings are what's driving your actions. When you feel confused, you act one way. When you feel stressed, you act another way. When you feel sad, you act another way. When you feel angry, you act another way. How do I know? In the example of a person dying, right? I was angry. I threw up my hands. I walked out of the room. I wasn't there for anybody. What did my father do? Sat down in a chair and cried. What did my mother do? Consoled my father. We all act different because we're all feeling different. And I don't know what my brother did because I threw up my hands and left. So I was angry. Circumstances are facts. Your thoughts about your circumstance create your feelings drive your actions, and your actions get your results. Once you know this, here's the cool thing. You can work it backwards, and you can say, what result do I want? What action would I have to take? How would I have to feel? What would I have to be thinking about what circumstance? And there's so much more to this. This is just the beginning. But I need you to understand this basic premise in order to even be able to kind of work together. So there it is. You don't have to buy it. You don't have to believe it. You just have to know what I'm referring to when I talk about circumstances, thoughts, feelings, actions, and results. Great. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.